Hi y'all. 2 down, 1 to go. I'm going to go ahead and I'll probably make it through one more today while I'm on a roll. I wanted to review my Kindle Touch. My 2nd generation Kindle died a couple of weeks ago. This is what happened. The battery hasn't even run down to see if that would go away. I think that's just going to be what it's going to be. This was the 2nd generation, had the keyboard on it, had the keys on both sides to turn the pages. I loved it. Took it all over the place. It was pretty large. I'll compare it with the new one pretty soon, but it worked fine. I was not going to replace it anytime soon. As long as it continued to work, it worked fine. Sadly, that happened one day at school. I was right in the middle of the 2nd Hunger Games book, which actually I haven't finished because I got to the point where I really could not stand Katniss. Anyway, pointless point. I wanted to review the Kindle Touch really quickly. I'm going to show you it inside the cover, and then I'll talk about the cover. But first, let's take a look at the size. So it's much, much, much smaller than the 2nd generation. As you can see, same size screen. For whatever reason, oh, there's the glare. You can see it will get glare if you hold it at the right angle, but much smaller. There is nothing on the front except this home button. And let me light that up for you. On the bottom, the only thing that's there is the plug-in, and I left it in so I could show you something and I wouldn't forget I had it plugged in. And there's a little button here to wake it up. On the 2nd generation, there was a slide button here on top to wake it up, which I hated. This is just a little push button on the bottom, much easier. So let me wake it up. And there it goes. I got the one that's ad enabled, and I was kind of worried about it, but really I don't ever notice the ads. The only place you have them is down here at the bottom on your home screen, and then you saw when you push the button and it goes to sleep, you have an ad. The only thing that was on the other one, the screensaver, was dead authors. I mean, it was no big deal, and there were only about 4 or 5 of them, so I really have not even noticed the ads, to be perfectly honest. I don't even know how you go check on the ads, because I really haven't paid any attention to them. Your menu is up top here. To turn the page on your home page, you swipe across. And as you can see, it changed there. Let me go into a book so I can show you. It goes pretty quickly. There we go. You can change the font size. You can change the line spacing, which I think is different from the other one. To get to the menu, you just tap up here. The menu comes up, so you can go directly to the store, which is nice. The other one you had to do several menu things to get to the store. There's a back button. Menu opens up several different things. So choices, you can turn off the wireless, which I do all the time unless I'm purchasing a book, because your battery lasts much, much longer. Shop in Kindle store, sync to furthest page read, which means it'll sync between this and if you have it like on your computer or your phone. Book description, add bookmark, view notes and marks, and turn on text-to-speech. And the text-to-speech is frankly half decent. It's not bad. It's computerized, so you won't get any of the feeling to anything, but it's not bad. The only button on this, physical button, besides the sleep button, the power button, is this home button, and that's all it does, guys, is take you back to your main menu of books. So obviously, like I said, this is just a swipe, goes to your list of books. And then to turn the page, you can either do that swipe, or if you tap over here on this side, it will turn the page to the next page. If you tap back here, it'll go back a page. Okay? That's it. Those are the basic controls. Very easy. The touch is very responsive. I was worried about it. The only time I ever have a problem with the touch is changing the font size for whatever bizarre reason. But it's very small. I did just buy this cover on Amazon for it because I was really worried. It's so small. For a while I was just kind of sticking it in my journal and fastening the strap across it. But I was really worried about it because losing it. But also I don't want the screen all scratched up. So I did go ahead and break down and get this cover. I don't know what brand it is. It was like $9.98, $9.96. It's marketed, excuse me, as leather. I can't be positive. They came in several different colors. But I figured this would be easy to find in my bag, and who doesn't? Well, I love pink, most everything. So, but they had a really pretty bright green. They had brown, black, standard colors. But one thing I do want to talk about, the cover's very nice. On the inside, another bonus to this that I really like, it does flip all the way around, which is nice. But it had these sort of photo frame type holders at the bottom, and then these are just elasticized holders across the top. And many of the covers have 4 of these elastic holders, and that didn't seem as secure to me as sliding it down in this, and it's pretty tight in there. You know, you can see it's not going anywhere. The closure is magnetic. There's a little pocket here. I'm not really sure what you would stick in there to carry around with your Kindle. It's not like you need a bookmark or anything. So I don't know what you would put in there, but so there it is. Plug-in is in the bottom, so you have a plug-in, the place for your headphone. There's a headphone jack. The place for your headphones. It's called a headphone jack. And then the power button is right next to that, and it's just a press power button. You hold it, the little light blinks, and then it goes off. But this is something I wanted to mention, so I'm going to pull out the charger. With my 2nd generation Kindle, it came with the whole charger, which has a USB cable on the end, but it also came with this fancy schmancy plug plugs into the wall. I never plug this into my computer to charge it because it's going to take forever to charge if it's pulling off your computer battery. I plug it into the wall. You need to know that if you don't already have an older Kindle, this plug, Amazon, the cheap bastards, don't include. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Amazon, I really do. Their customer service is fantastic. But you're going to have to buy this plug separately if you don't have an older generation Kindle, which I just think is super crappy on Amazon's part. But that's the way it is. Fortunately, I already had the cord that had the plug on it, and it charges very fast. It takes probably, if I burn it way down, which takes a couple of weeks, the battery, if you turn off the wireless, and even with the wireless on, lasts a long time. So it charges pretty quickly. I would say the first day I got it, it probably took 2 hours to fully charge. It did not take long at all. I do want to say one other thing about these. I bought this at Best Buy, and I'm going to tell you why. It wasn't that I did not want to buy it from Amazon. It was that when I read the reviews, and I never thought about it until I read the reviews, but if you purchased it from Amazon, it comes to you with your account information already in there. So it's already registered to you. If by some chance somebody gets a hold of the box and steals your Kindle, they can download stuff until they run out of money. Well, I have most of my stuff hooked to my debit card, not a credit card. Well, they could potentially wipe out your entire bank account, have absconded with that and your brand new Kindle if they get a hold of it. Now, if your mail comes to a secure post office box, which mine does, I just was still not comfortable with that, instead of to your house, or you know that it comes to your house and it's safe, or UPS requires a signature, you know, if you're comfortable with that, that's one thing. When you buy it from Best Buy, it's the same price. Best Buy service is usually fantastic, and obviously your information is not plugged in there. You plug that in yourself. So something to think about, but don't hesitate to buy it if you're looking for a Kindle. If you're worried about the touchscreen, don't. I absolutely love it. I would see no reason to have a keyboard at this point, and it made it so much smaller, although even the new keyboards are much smaller than my original. But, you know, the whole bottom 2 inches or whatever is taken up by keyboard, so it made it that much smaller to pack around, which is nice. Excellent product. The wireless works flawlessly. I hooked it up to my home wireless, no problem. It took about, I don't know, 30 seconds to plug in the key code from, you know, the password thing, and it hooked up to the wireless immediately. You can actually surf the internet on that. It's just, if you have a computer at home, it makes it sort of pointless because it's black and white. It will do it, and it's not super slow. It actually works just fine. But it's kind of pointless if you have your computer right there. Anyway, excellent product, excellent service both from Amazon and Best Buy. And if you're considering it and you're, you know, kind of iffy, don't even hesitate. The Touch is fantastic. And the ads are not obtrusive at all, so save yourself $30. It's a pretty big amount to have no ads on there. It was like $30 or $40. Yeah, that's well worth it. You can buy a nice bright pink cover for it. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon.